like, I had to tell a woman she's married now, stop calling me because she's trying to still. This is weird.
Trying to suck the fart out the butt.
Man, stop with that, man. That's
I can't stop, dude. I can't stop.
Man. So that mental stimulation, it's like a dopamine release. And once it's not there, that's why people don't understand why pimps can sustain and have women do these things.
Right.
They're triggering something in a woman's mind to make her want to do things. And that's why it's good for a woman to have brothers, dads, and brothers are dads, because I wouldn't say, I don't even like for a woman to have, when they say, oh, he's just my friend, that means you wouldn't do it, but he would. That's what female friend was. Anywho,
No, I agree with that.
But
100%.
Brothers and dads will kind of tell you the games, because you can get a guy that can stimulate the mind. He'll have you doing all kind of crazy stuff, and you won't even know. It's like, but he loves me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like mental stimulation is a tool. It is a tool.
Mental manipulation.
Well, manipulation.
There's key. It's stimulation and manipulation.
Well, manipulation.
A lot of these pimps and a lot of some of these really toxic guys have. And women.
And there are so many out there who were never exposed to any kind of a set of principles against which to measure behavior. Yeah. So they don't know know how to measure the language against the objectively what's right in front of them. They don't even know how to evaluate their own experience, because nobody ever established a framework of how they should be treated. How to evaluate any particular action, because there's no scale.
And because nobody taught how they should treat women, they have to figure out how to do that on their own. They have to outsource. And a lot of guys do it through pornography, movies,
that's
and
where they
shit
fill it.
and
with
shit
the
they
icons.
see on TV.
Yeah, iconography. The actresses, the singers.
So going back after all this, Phil, now that you know that first question on that first date, you're trying to stimulate her mind. What's it going to be?
But this is just absolutely ridiculous.
Don't put him on the spot.
Putting me on the spot here like this. I mean, that's.
Don't put him on the
That's
spot.
exactly what I would do if I actually, met somebody. Like, say, a woman came into X Golf sometime.
Yeah.
For what?
No, I didn't mean to put you on the spot like that.
We kind of hit it off for whatever, and I actually have the balls to ask for a number, and for whatever, one in an absolute quadrillion, she actually gives it to me. And I set up a time to meet her. You know what I would do? I think I'd knock myself out until 10 minutes before I'm supposed to be there. And then just have absolutely nothing planned.
Wing
That'd
it.
be a great way to go on a first date. God dang it, man.
I mean, I think you can. You're fit. I mean, you got
Killer in that, Mike. Yeah.
Yeah, you got some things going for you where I would have guessed you were married or whatever.
I absolutely. That's what I thought I was gonna do, but it
do you
just
want kids?
didn't work out that way.
Do you want some kids?
That's why. I mean, if I can actually meet somebody who also wants to do that, at 45. I don't know how willing anybody's going to be to do that.
I'm going to go down to some list of things. You just say yes or no.
Yeah.
Okay. Can she have kids?
Oh, my last experience was with a woman who had a daughter.
So, yes, she can have kids.
Yeah.
Can she be overweight?
Nah, that's probably not going to work.
How much overweight? Like,
see,
I mean, yeah, there is. There's a barrier.
Yeah, no, there is. Like,
where overweight is actually okay. Yeah, I gained a couple extra pounds, and that's not going to be the trend. And they actually recover, and they go back to normal, and you move on with your life. The overwhelming movement towards orbit status, that's not no. Okay. And it's absolutely. I mean,
orbit status. Your mom's so fat, dude. She has hamburgers orbiting around there.
I mean, it really is. I mean, for me personally, it's disappointing because as the desire to actually be presentable in public has declined so severely. I mean, my motivation is at zero. I mean, where do you even go?
Oh, come on, dude. We bartended in Uptown, dude.
Yeah,
you've met plenty of attractive chicks every single time you went to work. So you know those women that out.
Yeah.
That take care of themselves when they step out.
I'm behind the bar at Williams. I'm not doing the 40-20 thing.
You're not doing that.
That's not right.
Yeah, it's not because I think that's so weird because I'll be looking at.
My dad's 21 years older than my mom.
Nice.
Yeah.
There are exceptions, but see, that's just it.
How old is your mom?
60.
Okay. Your dad's 81?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Huh.
But I think a lot of people, would they draw the line? I feel like most people, they care. Once you get past a certain age, your maturity's kind of there. You know, like when you hear someone say who's 41 and they're dating a 21-year-old, you're like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know, compared to someone say, now say you look at 30 and 51.
Okay,
that doesn't sound as bad.
No, it doesn't.
You know. But when you hear 21 and 41, there's a lot of things like, oh, he's beating her. You know, so her brain still isn't fully developed yet. She could be easily influenced, manipulated, and just controlled by this dude.
The 20-year gap, if they had to be 20 when they were 20, that's what makes it. I think that's because say the guy said when he was 20,
that mic there.
When she was 20, if they're doing it at 20 and 40, when he was 21, she wasn't even born. It's how old was that individual when you were 21?
Yeah, my dad was 21. Well, my mom was 0.
No. I know that, but what how am I saying it wrong? Okay, so if she's 30, she was born like 30 to 51. That's reasonable. That 41 to 61. That's reasonable. I mean, like, I could get with that. Like, but when it's 40, 18, 40, 19, 39, 19, that tells me something. But only if it's from the man, if a man is doing that.
So a 40-year-old woman can do that to a 19-year-old boy.
Do that to him.
Well, that's basically the only way that happens.
Do that.
Yeah.
I think, it's a touchy deal because it's like, why is a 39-year-old woman trying to mess with a 20?
Well, why is a 39-year-old man trying to mess with a 19-year-old girl? Same reasons, you know? I think there's a weird double standard on that. I think a lot of women would date younger guys if it wasn't, like, looked down on by society. There's this weird social construct that we have that men date younger women and women date older men. I mean, a lot of experience in high school. A lot of the girls in my grade that I had a crush on, they all dated older guys. They all dated older guys.
Yeah.
You know? What about, was it the same when you guys were going to school?
Of course.
Yeah.
On occasion, you would find a sophomore, junior, or a junior, senior that was the other way around, but not many.
Right.
Yeah, it's like. Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
And a lot of that has to do with how our brain develops. You know, women mature a lot faster than we do, especially when you're in that age range. Fucking a 16-year-old boy compared to a 16-year-old girl. I mean, the guy's still making fucking dick jokes. Maybe his balls are just dropping.
I would.
I was a late bloomer. You know.
Yeah. I would. I would argue that a woman's maturity stops. Because girls mature faster than boys.
But it stops earlier, too.
But it stops when they started getting sexual attention. So when a woman has
that could be as early as fucking 14, 15, 16.
Could be. When a woman has to start buying her own drinks, that's when she starts taking life serious. When a woman realizes she's not getting in just because she's pretty. When a woman starts waiting in lines and stop getting free stuff and like just because that's when she starts to taking things serious.
We really should be more sympathetic, especially to the past couple decades. I mean, the generation right behind me, man. I couldn't believe how fast everything started changing after. It just. the end of the 90s. It's just, what the hell? And now they've been trained to believe in this stuff that leads to all these detrimental effects. It's like, how do you... I mean, some of them are able to recover later in life and realize that they've just been fed a line of BS for so long.